Hello and welcome to Chapter 2 of Dr. Russell Fuller's Invitation to Biblical Hebrew. We're going to look now at a couple of examples of a consonantal and vocalic vav and yod. So you saw in Chapter 2 that the vav and the yod may act as both a consonant or a vowel. So let's look at a couple of examples here of how we can determine the difference. The first one here we have the word Sabe. We start with the Sade here, move to the Patach, then we move to the Vav here, and the difficulty with the Vav now is going to be, is it a Vav with a dot, or is it a Shurik? If you remember in our vowel chart, the Shurik looks just like this letter right here, right? So I'm trying not to give it away, but I will tell you that that is a vav with a dot. That way I can just speak freely. Part of the way that we can tell this is, you know, that in Hebrew, each consonant must have a vowel and each vowel must have a consonant. And so as we're looking at this word, if the vav here that we're looking at is in fact a shurik, then that would make it a vowel. And that becomes problematic because we would have consonant, vowel, 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 consonant. And Hebrew won't allow that. So since the tzade has its own vowel, namely the patach here, this must be a vav with a dot. And so if you remember how I pronounced it a minute ago, it was Sabe. So we have the Tzade, Patach, A, then the Vav as a consonant, the, Sere, and then the He, Sabe. Okay, so there's one example. Let's look at another one. Here, let me pull this one up. There we go. So here we have the word Yamim, and I just pronounced it. You probably just gave it away there. If we look at this first yod, the first thing I want to point out to you with this yod is that it doesn't look like a vowel, right? The yod vowels that we had were Hirik yod, a Sere yod, and a Sigol yod, right? Well, this yod right here at the front doesn't look like any of those. That right there is just a yod consonant all by itself. So that's one giveaway that this yod is a consonant. The other one is that it begins a word. In the chapter 2, Dr. Fuller mentions to you that yods that begin a word are going to be a consonant. So there's the answer to that one. The next one, this yod right here, it looks like a vowel, right? It looks like this one right here. If this box represents any consonant, then that yod with a hirik under the consonant, this hirik right here, actually does look like one of our vowels. So the next question is it the vowel? Well, let's go back to every consonant must have a vowel, and every every consonant has a vowel or schwa. And every vowel or schwa has a consonant. If this yod was a consonant, the question becomes, where is its vowel? And the answer is it does not have one. So, in that case, that yod must go then with the hirik, and it is our historic long hirik yod. So let me get rid of some of this. And yeah, that's probably enough. And then we get then Yamim. So we go Ya, move to the Mem, and go Meme right through the word and end with it just like that, right to left and up and down. Okay? And let's look at another one. Let me see how to get to it. There it is. All right, so same drill here. First, we're going to start with this initial Vav. And the vav begins the word. It does have a vowel with it, okay? And the first thing I see here too is that it doesn't look like a vowel. If you remember the vowel chart, we had the Holem Vav, and then we also had the historic long U that was a Shurik. This one was an O, this one was U. Okay, so we have those two vowels with the Vav. This does not look like one of those, so it's a consonant. Okay. The next one is the Yod right here, and lo and behold, that looks like one of our vowels. It looks like the Hirik Yod, doesn't it? And we don't have a vowel with the Yod. There's nothing there, so this one must be a vowel. This Vav must be a vowel. Good. And then the next one, this Yod here, we have again what appears to be a vowel, our historic long Hirik Yod, and indeed that's what that is. So the Yod itself here does not have a vowel with it, so we're going to let it go with its Hirik Yod, and it's exactly what we saw in the vowel chart, so nothing crazy going on there. I'll put that V back for that Yod being a vowel. Okay. Last one. I think I've got one more for you. Yeah, here's a good one that's near and dear to my heart. This is my daughter's name, actually, Tova. And this is the word for goodness. And we have the one Vav right here. If you heard me pronounce it, I've already given it away. But that does indeed look like our vowel chart and the historic long Holem Vav. Now the question becomes, is this a Vav with a Holem? Or is this a Holem Vav? Let me real quick give you this word. And yep, here it is. Mitzvot. Now in this case, that Vav looks like a Holem Vav, doesn't it? It looks exactly like this one right here, except it's not, because the Sabe has a schwa. So Hebrew will not allow consonant schwa vowel. Therefore, this vav is in fact a consonant there with just simply a holem. So that's going to be mitzvot in that case. Let me erase some of that. And then we'll look at Tova up above. And again, with the pronunciation, I've kind of given it away here. It does indeed look like our vowel, the Holem Vav, and indeed it is the Holem Vav vowel right there for that that Vav. Another way to notice that is that every consonant must have a vowel or schwa. This tet right here does not have a vowel under it. So if we're reading this direction, that Vav must indeed be its vowel, the Holem Vav there, okay? I think that's all on that one. I hope that helps you out a little bit. Well, we're going way back here. Okay, good. Hope that helps you out a little bit on those. If you have any questions, email me and let me know.